Round number 1 underway, scheduled for 3-8. And a very fast start by both of these fighters, both in the center of the ring. And some nice left hands downstairs landed already by Carleans, going downstairs and going early with a right hand. Wow. Carleans Rivas doing the best that she can to put her opponent away in the first round. Panumad recovers very, very quickly. And the referee asks him to carry on. What a fast round to put your opponent down this early on. And a big right hand upstairs landed by Carleans. Panumad needs to hold on for everything she's got, and she's back on the canvas. Carleans Rivas even leaving her opponent on the canvas and throwing shots after shot. Carleans Rivas wants to go home early, it looks like. Round number 1 starting this strong, 2 knockdowns already. Carleans Rivas puts her opponent against the ropes and comes alive like a machine gun and starts throwing everything she's got. Panumad needs to do something. She needs to hold on. She needs to grab her opponent, give her something to worry about. What a fast start in round number 1 for this flyweight title fight. And now she asks her opponent to come forward. She goes into a shoulder roll, Floyd Mayweather style. And now Panumad starts to march forward. Carleans Rivas throwing everything she's got. 10 seconds to go of this round, scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds. And both fighters hitting after the bell. What a round so far. Carleans Rivas just relentlessly came out swinging for the fences and puts Panumad to the canvas twice in the first round. But credit to Panumad. Panumad got back up, recuperated, and came back. But look at that moment where Carleans Rivas was hitting her opponent when her opponent was on the canvas, taking no prisoners at all. But she's got to be very careful. If you hit your opponent on the canvas when their knee is down, the referee can call a foul. You don't want to go out like that, so you've just got to remember to dial it back. When your opponent's down, let them be down. And that is the timer for the next round. WIBA light flyweight title scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds. Carleans Rivas from the Philippines in the black and fluorescent yellow/green takes on Panumad from Thailand in the blue and white. We're just tying up Panumad's hair. In the meantime, please let me know what color Carleans Rivas is wearing. Is it yellow? Is it green? I'm still trying to find out. And we're going into the second round in just a moment. Carleans Rivas has already put Panumad to the canvas twice. Panumad needs to do something to not allow herself to get bullied in this round. Carleans Rivas coming alive, and Panumad doing a very good job of holding on and firing everything she's got. You should keep hitting until the referee tells you to stop. Both fighters in the center of the ring. Panumad goes downstairs with a left hook. Carleans Rivas goes upstairs with a left hook. Carleans goes downstairs with a jab and a right hand upstairs. Beautifully timed. Carleans jabs downstairs and fires that right overhand right. A very classic trap in boxing. Go low, finish high. Both fighters in the center of the ring. A right hand over the top. Both fighters exchange stiff jabs. And has Carleans Rivas ran out of energy after that first round? Has she had an adrenaline dump? We are not sure. Panumad should really just push the pace now and not allow Carleans to get any more energy in this fight. Push the pace. Don't allow Carlean to get anything going once again. Carlean ends up throwing those big haymakers upstairs and downstairs. Once Carlean is in your range, she throws everything she's got to the body and to the head. A big right hand upstairs by Carleans. Carleans has now got Panumad against the ropes and towards the corner. 10 seconds to go of round number 2. And a big left hand downstairs as well. Lands clean. A right hand downstairs. Panumad walks into a left hand, and that is the bell for round number 2. This WIBA light flyweight title is scheduled for 8. Let's see some action replays here. And this was the moment when Panumad just held on whilst Carleans Rivas gave it everything she's got. Very nicely done by Panumad to stay on her feet. She went down twice in the first round, but in that second round it was a little bit more calm. Both fighters almost smothering themselves in that moment. I'd like to see them step back a little bit, throw a jab, and set up their rights and their lefts rather than just throwing flurries and blitz. Set up your shots, and instead of smothering yourself. And what I mean by smothering yourself is once you're on the inside and you start throwing combinations, it's very hard to know where your opponent is because you're both throwing the same combination, so you're both just kind of wrapping yourself up and tangling yourself up like wires. Take your time, throw the jab, and throw that right hand. Round number 3, scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds. Carleans Rivas from the Philippines in the black and yellow. Panumad Petwaynit from Thailand in the blue and white. And a big right hand lands upstairs by Carleans Rivas. Carleans Rivas pushes her opponent to the canvas. The referee calls it a slip. Very wisely done by the referee. Carleans Rivas just bullying Panumad in this fight. And now Carleans Rivas flicking that jab, trying to land a right, and a beautiful left hand upstairs by Panumad. Panumad doing exactly what she needs to do. Don't wait for the referee to break you. Throw everything you've got. Doubling the jab, going downstairs. Carleans needs to set that right hand up. Jab downstairs, and she comes alive, throwing everything she's got. Panumad holding on the back of the head. I'm surprised the referee hasn't warned Panumad for holding around the back of the neck. This isn't Muay Thai, and a beautiful left hand lands for Carleans Rivas downstairs. A fantastic left hand. Panumad is still standing, does not look tired, and another left hand downstairs as well. Carleans has got to stop complaining to the referee and just start throwing on the inside instead. The referee isn't going to save you in these moments. I'm surprised the referee is warning Carleans but not warning Panumad for holding around the back of the head. Both fighters again in the center of the ring. 10 seconds to go of this round. Big right hand upstairs by Carleans Rivas. Stumbles her opponent back. And that is the end of the round. What a fight so far. In the first round, it looked like Carleans Rivas was going to end it. But then Panumad has definitely found her energy and recuperated and is back in this fight. And this is what I was talking about. Both fighters, when they get on the inside, start smothering one another. Panumad is dragging her opponent down, and Carleans is just starting to throw everything she's got. Take a breath, take a step, use the jab, and set up your right hand. You don't need to just throw punches for the sake of throwing punches. Timing is more effective than speed and power in boxing, and that's exactly what both these fighters need to do. Believe in their timing, believe in their jab, and start picking their shots instead of forcing the shots. We're going into the next round in just a moment. And that is the bell already. The seconds out. Need to get out of there. We're in round number 4. Round 4, Philippines. Carleans Rivas in the black and yellow takes on Thailand's Panumad Nit for this WIBA light flyweight title, scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds. Carleans Rivas goes downstairs with a left jab, and a right hand lands onto the hip as she walks towards her, and a left hook sends Panumad to the canvas once again. Panumad gets to her feet once again. Carleans Rivas wastes no time, but the referee once again takes control. Carleans Rivas just wants to go home early, it looks like. A big right hand upstairs. Panumad pushes down on Carleans Rivas. The referee has got his work cut out for him in this fight. It's been a scrappy affair so far. Rivas again throws a right hand upstairs. Panumad just throwing everything she's got. It's becoming a little bit of a dogfight in here, and both fighters getting very sloppy on inside of the clinch. Carleans Rivas fires a stiff left hand downstairs, and this is where Carleans Rivas should just come alive, flick the jab and come downstairs with a left and a right. And this is where Carleans Rivas could start using the jab. Use the jab and set your shots up. In boxing, everything is off the jab, and that's exactly what she needs to do. Use that jab to her ability. A right hand stumbles Panumad, and the referee has seen enough. What a right hand by Carleans Rivas. And Carleans Rivas wanted to put on a show today. She wanted to prove that she had the power in her hands to take out the great Panumad Nit, and that's exactly what she did. All credit to Panumad. It never looked like Panumad gave up in that fight. She was fighting to the end. Let's see some action replays. And it was that left hand that set him to the canvas in that round. And it was that right hand where eventually the referee thought that is enough damage for Panumad. And look, Panumad had the right idea to grab on her opponent, but Carleans Rivas was just too accurate, too powerful, and I think it was a battle of who wanted it more, and I think Carleans Rivas definitely wanted that more. Let's go to Teddy with the official announcement.
And ladies and gentlemen, your winner by referee stoppage and new Women's International Boxing Association Light Flyweight